It's your girl Ash, and I am back with another video. And today I'm going to be watching What Happens When the Queen Dies by Vanity Fair. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys, I really don't like the title to this video. I feel like it's kind of like disrespectful in a sense, even though I know it's probably not a disrespectful video. I feel like when you say stuff like that, you kind of like jinx or put that in the air, I don't know. I just feel like it's wrong. But I know that it's an educational video, especially for someone like me that doesn't live in the UK and might not know what happens when she passes on. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I kind of feel weird about this video. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Hit that red button so you can be a part of the family. Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. And big shout out to everybody in the UK. Enough of me talking. Let's get straight into this reaction.
After nearly 66 years on the throne, Queen Elizabeth II is the longest reigning monarch in British history.
Wow.
And has been a constant and calming force amidst the fast-paced changes her country has faced, making it even more inconceivable to think about what happens when she dies. Born in 1926, she was expected to live a relatively normal life.
Hold on, she was born in 1926, and we are currently in 2021, so she's like 90. She's between 94 and 95. Wow. I hope I live that long. She has basically lived through several generations and have seen so much in her lifetime. Like, that's amazing to live that long. Like, she must be in good. I want to know what her secret is. It might be the tea. It just might be the tea. I think I might need to drink tea every day.
Well, normal at least by royal standards. As third in line to the throne, spending most of her early years out of the public eye. Everything changed in 1936, when her uncle, King Edward VIII, abdicated the throne in order to marry his true love, Wallis Simpson. You see, back then, marrying a divorcee, not to mention a two-time divorcee, was a huge faux pas to the Church of England. And just like that, Princess Elizabeth's father, King George VI, ascended to the throne, making her the next in line.
Wow.
And by 1952, following his death, her time arrived, and the rest is history. When the Queen ascended to the throne in 1952, she was a head of state in 7 countries. The size of the Commonwealth has since expanded to 53 countries, comprising nearly 1/3 of the world's population. And
she is so beautiful. Like, just looking at her, she is so beautiful. And I'm still in shock that she's between 94 and 95 years old. Like, that's amazing. She's living her best life, okay?
Still includes 16 countries where the monarch is officially the head of state. This brings us to Operation London Bridge, the plan that no one wants to talk about. The plan for what happens when the Queen dies.
I have a question. I know, I'll just pause again. I have a question. Now, is this song, I really don't know if it has anything to do with this, but growing up, we used to sing this song, and I don't know if this song is sung like in the UK or whatever, but it goes, London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down, London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady, and then something. Does that have anything to do with this? I'm not exactly sure. It might be a stupid question, but I won't know until I ask, right? Don't kill me, guys. Comment down below and let me know.
No matter how secretive Buckingham Palace may be about the plans that surround her death, everyone knows exactly what to do, and the plans, which were uncovered by The Guardian, are complex, intricate, and timed out to the exact minute. Phase 1, D-Day. According to The Guardian, on the day the Queen dies, Edward Young, the Queen's private secretary, will be the first official to convey the news, setting Operation London Bridge into full gear. And at the exact moment in which she passes, Prince Charles will become king, and Camilla will become queen-ish. We'll explain that a bit later. On a secure line, Young will directly inform the British Prime Minister that London Bridge is down, and the news of her death will be distributed to various heads of state before it is disclosed to the general public.
So instead of saying that she died or she passed away, the proper term that they use is the London Bridge is down. I like that. I think that's really respectful and honorable. If that's, what they use as far as her passing, I definitely think that is definitely honorable for them to use the London Bridge is down.
Once the Prime Minister is alerted, the Foreign Office's Global Response Center will alert the 15 governments where the Queen is still considered the head of state.
Wow.
From there, the 37 nations where she still serves as a political figurehead will also be informed.
Wow.
After this, the announcement of her death will be shared with both the UK's Press Association and the rest of the media outlets across the globe. Outside the palace, the news crews will be able to assemble in a predetermined area next to the Canada Gate. The same message will appear on the palace's website on a dark background. All the flags at the palace will be lowered and bells will toll. Both houses of parliament are expected to gather within hours of her death. And on the evening of his mother's death, Charles will make his first address to the public as king.
Wow.
Now, all of this is assuming that she dies in London. If that's not the case, here's how things will play out. Scenario 1. If the Queen dies abroad, the royal equivalent of Air Force One will fly a coffin to the location of her death, accompanied by the royal undertakers,
Wow.
and return the Queen's body to London. Scenario 2. If the Queen dies at her Sandringham estate in Norfolk, her body will return to London by car a few days after she passes.
A few days?
Scenario 3. The most intricate scenario of all is if the Queen passes while at the Balmoral Castle in Scotland, where she spends 3 months a year. Scottish rituals will play out before her body returns to London. Phase 2, D-Day +1. Flags will be raised the morning after her death, and at 11 a.m., Charles, the eldest male descendant of Queen Elizabeth, will be proclaimed king. At this point, Charles has waited longer than anyone else in history to assume the throne. Phase...
What? Are you serious? Damn, I wonder how he feels about that.
3. D+1 through 12. Following the first 24 hours after her death, Great Britain will enter a 12-day mourning period, culminating with the Queen's funeral. King Charles will tour the country, stopping in Edinburgh, Belfast, and Cardiff to appear at services to honor his mother. During this time, he will also meet with various elected leaders. D+1. Westminster Hall will be closed for cleaning. Elaborate and lavish funeral preparations will begin. D+4. The coffin will be moved to Westminster Hall during a procession that is expected to take place throughout London.
I don't even think half of this is done for the president of the United States if they pass on. I don't think so. I think they have like some type of military, when they, what is it called? What is it called? When they have like the military salute, I think. I'm probably wrong. No, I don't think I'm wrong. But the military salute, and then they have like a service for a couple of days. I don't know how many days. And then I don't know how long after the vice president becomes the president. Is it right away? I'm not sure. I think so. I think it is right away, I think. And then I think they have like some type of march or something at the White House, if I'm not mistaken. But this is like a whole process. But I mean, she deserves it. She definitely deserves it because she outlived our presidents. Like, she definitely outlived our presidents. Majority of our no, I think she outlived all the presidents.
When the coffin arrives, Big Ben will chime. Her body will then lie in state for 4 days. The Queen's orb, scepter, and the imperial crown will be placed on her coffin, and visitors will be allowed to pay their respects for 23 hours a day. D+9. In the early hours of the morning, the jewels will be cleaned before the funeral begins. Daily life will come to a halt in London. Businesses and stores will be closed. Big Ben will toll at 9 a.m. on the dot, and the bell's hammer will be covered with leather so that the bell rings in muffled tones throughout the remainder of the day. D+12. Her coffin will then be moved into Westminster Abbey, and the funeral will begin by 11 a.m. While the media will be allowed to film the services, the faces of the royals will not be shown during prayers. After the funeral, the same carriage that carried her father will return her body to her final resting place at Windsor Castle. It's an understatement to say the Queen's death will mean huge changes for the House of Windsor. As previously mentioned, Prince Charles will become king. So what happens to Camilla? Most royal experts believe that the Queen's death will technically make Camilla the Queen Consort, but any...
I have a question about this lady right here, Camilla. I seen something, and I don't know if it's accurate or not, but she's not liked. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know if that's true. But I remember seeing something about how she's not liked like that, but I don't know if it's true. I know it's a little bit off topic, but
speculation about her title is just that. King Charles will ultimately make that official decision. The Queen's death will move Charles's eldest son, Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge, up in the line of succession to heir apparent. After that, William's 3 children will fill the line in their birth order. This includes his daughter. Thanks to a 2011 vote by the British Commonwealth, Princess Charlotte will be second in line, following her big brother George. So what does this mean for Prince Harry, Charles's youngest? Back in 2013, before the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge had children, Prince Harry was 3rd in line to the throne. Now, Prince Harry is 6th, followed by any children he and Meghan Markle may have. And last but not least, there's Brexit. The truth of the matter is that the monarch has little to do with the UK leaving the European Union. But considering all of the change that will come from a departure from the EU, the monarchy may be the last standing and the most stable institution left.
wow. I'm gonna be honest. If I would have never watched this, I would have never known the whole process. So this video is definitely educational. Still kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's still kind of weird. But comment down below. And before I finish up and wrap things up, I know that the UK would definitely, be hurting behind her passing if she was, to pass on. But that's never gonna happen. I hope it doesn't happen because she has lived and is living a long, prosperous life as she should. She deserves it. So comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Give your girl a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, fam.